Imagine a city that stood as the crown jewel of Christendom, a beacon of faith and culture for nearly 1,000 years. Now picture it burning, its treasures looted, its people slaughtered, not by infidels, but by fellow Christians. This is the shocking story of the Fourth Crusade, a holy war that went horribly wrong. How did an army sworn to reclaim Jerusalem end up sacking the greatest Christian city of its time? And why did this betrayal fracture the Christian world forever? Join us as we uncover the night the Crusaders breached the walls of Constantinople and the devastating legacy of the sack of 1204. Welcome to our deep dive into one of the most dramatic and unexpected chapters of medieval history, the Fourth Crusade and the infamous Sack of Constantinople. Initially launched in 1202 with the noble intention of reclaiming the Holy Land from Muslim control, this crusade took a shocking turn that would alter the course of history. Instead of marching towards Jerusalem, the Crusaders found themselves embroiled in a web of political intrigue and betrayal, ultimately leading to the conquest of one of Christendom's most significant cities. As we unravel this captivating tale, you'll discover how a series of miscalculations and opportunistic alliances transformed a religious mission into a brutal assault on Constantinople, the jewel of the Byzantine Empire. The events that unfolded during the sack in 1204 were not just a military campaign. They were a clash of cultures, ideologies, and ambitions that left a lasting scar on the Christian world. Join us as we explore the complexities of the Fourth Crusade, from the motivations of the Crusaders to the devastating consequences for both the Byzantine Empire and the broader Christian community. This is a story filled with drama, betrayal, and unexpected twists that reshape the medieval landscape. So, buckle up as we embark on this historical journey to uncover the truth behind the Fourth Crusade and its profound impact on history. The Night of Breach. As darkness enveloped Constantinople on that fateful night in April 1204, an air of palpable tension hung over the city. The moon cast an eerie glow on the towering walls that had stood for centuries, a formidable barrier against invaders. The Crusaders, weary yet resolute, gathered in the shadows, their hearts pounding with a mix of fear and determination. They knew that breaching these walls would not only signify a military victory, but also a pivotal moment in the struggle for control over the Holy Land. Inside the city, defenders braced themselves for the impending assault. The atmosphere was thick with anxiety, as soldiers and citizens alike prepared for what they believed would be a fight for their very survival. The strategic importance of Constantinople was not lost on either side. It was the gateway between East and West, a treasure trove of wealth and culture that both the Crusaders and the Byzantines were desperate to protect or claim. As the Crusaders positioned themselves, the tension reached a fever pitch. Every rustle of armor and whispered command echoed through the night, amplifying the sense of urgency. The moment of truth was at hand. Would the walls hold, or would they crumble under the weight of ambition and desperation? The fate of a city, and perhaps the course of history, hung in the balance as the Crusaders prepared to make their move. From Jerusalem to Constantinople, the Fourth Crusade began with a noble vision: to reclaim Jerusalem and the Holy Land from Muslim control. In 1202, thousands of knights and soldiers rallied under the banner of Christ, driven by a mix of religious fervor and the promise of spiritual rewards. However, the path to Jerusalem was fraught with challenges, and political motivations soon began to overshadow the original goals of the crusade. As the Crusaders gathered in Venice, they found themselves at the mercy of the city's powerful merchant class. The Venetians, eager to expand their trade routes and influence, saw an opportunity to use the Crusaders for their own gain. They proposed a detour to Constantinople, promising that the riches of the Byzantine Empire would fund the expedition to the Holy Land. This diversion marked a critical turning point, as the Crusaders, enticed by the prospect of wealth and glory, shifted their focus from Jerusalem to the Orthodox city. The series of events that followed was a complex interplay of ambition, betrayal, and opportunism. The Crusaders became embroiled in Byzantine politics, supporting rival factions, and ultimately leading to the catastrophic decision to sack Constantinople in 1204. What began as a quest for Jerusalem transformed into a brutal conquest of a city that was not only a cultural and religious center, but also a symbol of Christian unity. The Fourth Crusade's legacy would forever be marred by this tragic deviation from its original purpose, the looting of Hagia Sophia. The Hagia Sophia stood as a magnificent symbol of Byzantine culture and faith, a testament to the architectural brilliance and spiritual devotion of an empire that had flourished for over 1,000 years. This grand cathedral, with its soaring domes and intricate mosaics, was not just a place of worship. It was the heart of Orthodox Christianity and a beacon of Byzantine identity. However, during the Fourth Crusade in 1204, this sacred space would become the site of unimaginable desecration. As the Crusaders breached the walls of Constantinople, chaos erupted within the Hagia Sophia. The scale of the looting was staggering. Soldiers stripped the cathedral of its priceless treasures, including gold and silver artifacts, ornate liturgical items, and exquisite religious icons. Mosaics that depicted Christ, the Virgin Mary, and various saints were defaced or destroyed, their beauty lost forever. The once holy sanctuary was transformed into a scene of greed and violence, as the very essence of Byzantine heritage was plundered. The immediate effects of this destruction were devastating, leaving the Byzantine Empire reeling from the loss of its cultural and spiritual heart. In the long term, the looting of Hagia Sophia marked a profound shift in the region's history, contributing to the decline of Byzantine influence and the rise of Ottoman power. The scars of this event would linger for centuries, serving as a poignant reminder of the fragility of cultural heritage in the face of conflict and ambition. The Latin Empire. The establishment of the Latin Empire in 1204 marked a significant turning point in the history of the Byzantine world. Formed after the sack of Constantinople during the Fourth Crusade, the Latin Empire was a short-lived regime that sought to impose Western rule over the remnants of the Byzantine Empire. Governed by a Latin emperor and a council of nobles, the empire was characterized by its foreign leadership and a governance structure that prioritized the interests of Western Europeans, often at the expense of the local population. The impact of Latin rule on the Orthodox Christian population was profound and often detrimental. The new rulers imposed Latin customs and practices, which clashed with the deeply rooted traditions of the Orthodox Church. Many Orthodox Christians found themselves marginalized, facing restrictions on their religious practices and a loss of autonomy. The Latin Empire's attempts to unify the Christian faith under Roman Catholicism further alienated the Orthodox community, leading to widespread resentment and resistance. Cultural and religious tensions simmered throughout this period, as the Latin rulers struggled to maintain control over a population that viewed them as foreign oppressors. The imposition of Latin liturgy and the presence of Latin clergy in traditionally Orthodox spaces sparked conflicts that would shape the region's religious landscape for generations. Ultimately, the Latin Empire's rule not only disrupted the continuity of Byzantine orthodoxy, but also deepened the schism between Eastern and Western Christianity, leaving a legacy of division that would endure long after its fall in 1261. The Orthodox Response. In the wake of the Fourth Crusade and the subsequent sack of Constantinople, the Orthodox Christian populace experienced profound feelings of betrayal and resentment towards the West. For centuries, the Byzantine Empire had viewed itself as the bastion of Christianity, and the actions of the Crusaders shattered that perception. The brutal looting of their sacred sites, particularly the Hagia Sophia, left deep emotional scars, fostering a sense of animosity that would linger for generations. In response to the Latin occupation, key figures and movements emerged within the Orthodox community. Leaders like Patriarch John X of Constantinople and later figures such as Michael VIII Palaiologos rallied the people, emphasizing the need to reclaim their heritage and faith. The rise of the Byzantine resistance was marked by a renewed commitment to Orthodox traditions and a rejection of Latin influence. This period also saw the strengthening of the Orthodox Church as a unifying force, as it became a symbol of resilience against foreign domination. The long-lasting effects of this schism on Eastern and Western relations cannot be overstated. The events of the Fourth Crusade deepened the divide between the two branches of Christianity, leading to mutual distrust and animosity that would persist for centuries. The Orthodox Church's refusal to forgive the West for its betrayal solidified a cultural and religious rift, shaping the geopolitical landscape of Europe and the Near East well into the modern era. This legacy of division continues to influence relations between Eastern Orthodoxy and Western Christianity today. In this video, we've explored the tumultuous events of the Fourth Crusade and its far-reaching consequences, particularly the shocking Sack of Constantinople in 1204. We discussed how a noble mission to reclaim Jerusalem devolved into a brutal conquest of a city that was the heart of Byzantine culture and faith. The establishment of the Latin Empire and the subsequent Orthodox response highlighted the deep feelings of betrayal and resentment that emerged among the Byzantine populace, shaping East-West relations for centuries to come. Understanding the Fourth Crusade is crucial, as it not only reveals the complexities of medieval politics and religion, but also sheds light on the enduring schism between Eastern Orthodoxy and Western Christianity. This historical event serves as a reminder of how cultural and religious tensions can have lasting impacts on international relations, a theme that resonates even in today's world. If you found this exploration of the Fourth Crusade engaging, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content on history and its implications. Don't forget to like this video and share it with friends who might be interested in learning more about this pivotal moment in history. Also, check out our related videos for a deeper dive into the fascinating world of medieval Europe and the dynamics of East-West interactions. Thank you for watching.